I hope so. Oh, let's see here. Let me. What do I got here? All right, we'll try this again. I'm having issues again. Imagine that, me having technical issues. But
They're implementing another work
oh,
platform.
gotta turn that
Again, don't they
down.
have better ways to waste our time?
Okay. Like I said, technical issues. Okay, there we go. Got that. And come on. You love when technology doesn't work very good. So I didn't go on last week. I got sidetracked with a bunch of different honeydew projects around the house. So we're gonna do one today, right? Live stream. So I'm not gonna get on the. I don't know. I might get on the layout. I have no idea. But I I picked up a new toy last week, and I showed my Patreon guys the toy, and I figured I'll go ahead and share it with live and show you guys exactly how this thing works. So, um, let's see here. Let me grab the tablet and see what we got here. So we got a few of us going on here. We got 14 of us. There's 14 of us guys here, or people. So what I was able to get my hands on, if you saw the picture, it's called a grass box, and I these guys aren't endorsing me or anything else like that. I just thought it was really cool, and I've wanted to get one of these just to play with it, and I thought, screw it, let's just get one. So it's this thing right here, and it's called a grass box, and this works with static grass. And instead of having an applicator, let me grab my applicator. So you're not familiar with static grass, you need to get familiar with it. But here, this is my Woodland Scenics Static King that I use to go ahead and put the static grass down on the layout. And the box, so Static King, put that over there. The box is kind of small. I was kind of surprised actually when I got it. I thought it was going to be bigger than what it was, but it's this little guy right here, and it's a platform where you have your negative, and then this is all charged up on top, and you put the static grass onto it, and then you connect your alligator clip on whatever you want to put static grass on, and the grass actually leaps from the surface to the item that you have in the alligator clip to ground it. So it's pretty cool. I've got a couple things that I've already done, and as I was kind of sitting around, I thought, there might be some other stuff we can just kind of let's just see if we can push the limits with this thing, right? And let's see what it does. So what I've already done is, one of the cool things about this box is that you can make your little grass tufts, and you can do this real easy with this. Let me get that up there. You guys can check this out. And if you've made grass tufts with a regular static grass applicator, um, sometimes it's a little bit hard to get them to be as well. I don't know what you would call this, but as up in the air is what those are, right? As erect or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, they really look cool. I mean, they're up there pretty good. It's kind of hard to get this in focus, but I used two different style, or yeah, this is, what was this? This is 6 mil. I think this was 4 mil, and with a lighter, but it looks good. I mean, you can see that stuff just really standing up. And as far as grass tufts go, it's really cool for that. But, and this is the thing that's kind of frustrating when it comes to slot cars and running larger scale, right? Um, majority of the stuff that out there is built for the gaming world with like Warcraft, those guys that have all the gaming tables, and your train guys, which are running, small trains. So as far as to get something that works on a larger scale is you got to you got to tweak it a little bit, right? So this is one of the things that I did right here. And this is with Seafoam, and I believe this is 2 millimeter grass, and it actually makes a cool little tree, right? But this doesn't really work per se that good for larger scales. It works good as like shrubbery and that type of stuff. I mean, it looks like some type of, type of evergreen style, shrub. Again, this is hard to get this in focus, right? But yeah, so it kind of looks like a little pine tree, which is, it's pretty cool. But yeah, then here's one that I did. That was with 2 mil. This one was 6 mil, and it's, and it's pretty cool. You'll be amazed at how fast how fast these are made with this thing. It's kind of crazy. Now, if you're familiar with my Facebook group, yeah, there's a little video that was out there, and what that was last week on the Patreon. I was doing this with the guys on Patreon. We were all getting together, working on the tree, right? I'm almost done with the second tree. But Bill, who's one of the Patreon members, he's a real instigator with stuff. He's like, come on, Boone, just kind of get in there a little bit more. So I'm in there hitting this thing, and you do not want to touch the top of this. It zaps the out of you, right? Well, the problem is that I still haven't fixed this problem. I'm using a little plastic container, kind of like a cookie container, right? You get at a grocery store, and it sits down and inside, and I've got to turn it on and off with this switch. So I'm trying to go down, and what I was doing is, I don't know, I was arcing on over, and the thing was just zapping the crap out of me. So yeah, if you saw that little video, that's because of this little jewel right here. And it's amazing because it runs off a 9-volt battery, right? 9-volt battery, and it'll make your teeth shiny, put it that way. But so that's kind of the plan. And I was going to go ahead and just maybe rip a tree out of the scenery, because I don't have any evergreen trees that are actually pre-made. So I think I can just rip one out. And I'm kind of curious to what would happen if I were to put static grass on one of the trees. It might actually look pretty cool. So that's something I want to kind of, what the heck, you guys. Well, I'll just this is kind of the stuff I type to do with Patreon group, right? Is just different ideas, and I just throw it out there and just like, okay, let's see if this will work. So today you guys get to partake in some of the mad scientist type of stuff that happens. So that's the idea. Now, yeah. So that's what the plan is for today. And then, we'll see what happens from there. So what I will do is I'll get some of the stuff together. I got stuff together right here in front of me, and I need to whip the camera around so you guys aren't looking at me, or you're looking down there. So let me go ahead and make these adjustments. So there's a few of us here. Hi everybody. So yeah, if you're coming in late, we're gonna play with something, and hopefully Boone doesn't shock himself. There's a good chance I will. So all right, let's see here. I got to hit this twice. There it goes. Okay. So yeah, excuse the mess, but it's a work in progress, right? So let's see here. Let me get this down here. Pull this down here. We'll bring it in closer. Okay. So first thing I want to go ahead and do. Now I'm using this Mod Podge Ultra, which is like, it's just spray glue, more or less. It's watered down PVA, and I believe the secret behind it is they put a little bit of soap into it too. So you don't have to go out and actually buy this stuff. If you had PVA, Elmer's, whatever, you can make it yourself. Cool thing about this, it's matte finish. But I was having problems with that squirter. Mod Podge needs to fix their squirter, because this squirter, yeah, it works great a couple times, but then if you don't clean it out, yeah, it becomes garbage. So I took the material out of that, put it in this, so we're good. So what we got, I got a mess going on. Nothing new, right? Welcome to Boone's World, mess. So let me go ahead. These are the 3 little guys I was playing with, making. And where did I put? I have a piece of styrofoam that I've stuck these things into. You know what? There's one of these that are missing. Just prior to me turning on the camera, I dropped my piece of styrofoam. Yep, and it's not on there. Huh. So, yeah, I've got loose scenery somewhere in here. Just going to go ahead and stick these guys in here so they kind of upright. And then we'll get started. Let's get started with some tufts, shall we? We'll get started with some grass tufts. And we'll do it that way. Now, when I would do grass tufts before, I'm trying to find, oh, wait a minute, there it is. When I would do grass tufts before, I would use my applicator, my static grass applicator. I would lay out a cookie sheet, like a metal cookie sheet, and then I would ground the ground cable to the cookie sheet and then sprinkle it over the top, and I would have wax paper down with PVA glue, right? And that's how you make your tufts. This is a little bit different, and I'll show you. So you go ahead and open this up. See, the problem is, if you do this, don't do what I do. Okay? This is not how you do it. I'm sticking it down inside this thing, right? You see how that's down? It's got quite an edge. So I'm having to come down here and turn this off. And what I was doing is like it was like arcing on that thing. So you guys might get a couple good laughs out of this. If Bill's watching this, I'm sure he's rooting to see if oh, wait a minute. Don't do that. Okay. So what happens is it has a light. Now it's live. So yeah, I'm sure if Bill's here, he's probably just doing this right now, seeing if I'm going to arc myself. He's kind of twisted that way. I love the guy dearly, but he like instigated me to arc myself. He's like, hey, yeah, do it again, Boone. So let me go ahead and I'll cut my wax paper. So we'll do this. And this is just regular wax paper. It's nothing special or anything else like that. The one thing that's kind of the downside of this is that it is designed for smaller stuff. Okay, it is. It's designed for smaller stuff. So normally when I would do my grass tufts, I would have, let me see my cookie sheet. Well, you know what a cookie sheet, big gigantic cookie sheet, right? And I'd have the whole entire thing lined all the way across with wax paper. Yeah. And it was cool because I could do this big sheet all at one time. Can't do it like that with this, but it's kind of one of these things. It's the old saying, you can't have, you can't get it done fast and have quality, right? It's kind of one of those things. So if you kind of take that scenario into it, yeah, okay, you know, so it takes me a little bit longer to do it, but in the long run, they're a lot nicer tufts. So let's go ahead and we'll put that there. Let me get this out of my way so I don't shock myself. Chris, can we see him get shocked? Oh, you're as bad as Bill. That's Bill Royal, if you guys know who Bill is. All right, let's see here. I use my Mod Podge, and let me grab a paintbrush here. Actually, let me grab a used paintbrush. No reason to destroy a new one. So we'll do that. Okay, so I got used paintbrush here. Got my Mod Podge. And this is, again, it's the matte finish. And all I'm going to do, pull this off. All I'm going to do is just put dots on my wax paper. So looks like, can you see that? Yep, you can see that. All right, so I'm just going to take this and I was going to make some dots and make a little bit bigger ones, right? Because make some that are different shapes and whatnot. I'll just go through here, put some down, maybe make a long one, right? But, and grass tufts are cool because you can, it's nice. I mean, it just kind of finishes off your scenery and everything else. And if you're trying to do static grass in a certain area, but you don't want to have the huge mess of static grass, you can always make some tufts and put it in there. So it's not a bad thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll make a bigger one here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Let me put the cap on that so I don't knock it over. All right, so we'll put that over here. It's one of the things also with this thing, and it's in the warning. It's in the warning of this. All right. So before we even go any further, okay. Let's see here. They say to wear rubber gloves to prevent this. So if you have rubber gloves, you can wear rubber gloves and will help. But where's the fun in that, right? So, yeah, so I guess you could wear rubber gloves and you don't have to take on the shocking hazard, or maybe it's not as bad, but I hate wearing gloves. I'll be honest with you guys. I really do. Let's see here, static grass. It's something that I saw on here. Let's see here. Tufts. Safety, not recommended. Okay, yeah. So down here at the bottom, right here, and I noticed this, says not recommended for use by those with heart issues or any internal medical electronic devices. So like I said, this thing gave me a pretty good wallop. So if you have heart issues or you may have a pacemaker or something like that, this might not be the toy you want to get. I don't know. I'm not, but they do have that on the safety. So obviously I'm not going to lick the surface, but if you touch it, it's going to bite you. So, all right. So we got that. My heart is already starting to race. Oh my God. Okay. So I also got my box of new static grass here. So So that's good, because I needed more static grass. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I could make... I haven't done... Yeah. So I'm going to go with 6 mil. It's called Winter. And this is through... this grass was Scenics as well. I like their grass. I used to use a lot of Woodland Scenics grass, and I've said this before. I do like this stuff because different colors that are in the grass, and when it's applied out, it looks kind of weird in the package. You're looking at it going, man, it looks all these different colors. When it's actually out and it's applied, it really looks good. I mean, it because if you ever look at grass, a lot of times grass isn't like one solid color unless it's like on a golf course. But if you look out in nature, a lot of times you'll see different colors in the grass. You know, there's some dead stuff in there, some stuff that's not so dead, different greens, stuff like that. And they do a good job by mimicking that. So, all right, I'm gonna take a deep breath here. So what you do is you take this stuff and you sprinkle it on top. Okay, I'm going to stand up for this. And I'll get the camera down closer when I do turn this thing on. Gotta make sure it's not turned on. But yeah, and the reason why I'm using the this container is because, well, you'll see. But this thing charges the grass so much, it just starts going everywhere. You actually got to kind of work fast with it, is what I've kind of found, because it just charges everything, man. I mean, this grass is like, it wants to get on something. So let's see, I'll put a little bit more down, like so. And again, this is 6 mil. The booklet says 2 to 4. I was able to get 6 mil to work. So I don't know, maybe they update their paperwork or whatever, but there we go. So okay, got that. That's all in there. Say a couple Hail Marys and I'll turn this thing on. So, all right, there's that. Oh, I got stuff falling. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, yeah, I found it. It was hiding from me. So it didn't fall on the floor. Good. Okay. All right, put that over there. Let's put the glue over here. Roll up the sleeves. Oh, yeah. I'm already kind of like, yeah. Oh, man. Okay. All right, I'll give this a whirl. Okay, so got our static or our our wax paper. Got our Mod Podge on it. Take the alligator clip. We're going to go ahead and put it on the wax paper. Okay. Oh, okay. They also recommend you don't want to touch the alligator clip. Yeah, or that. We don't want to become part of the circuit. Oh, man. You guys, I'm already kind of like, ugh. Because, look, I got to, okay. All right, if I put this back here. Okay, let's try to be smart about this. Oh, shit. If I turn that, okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Crap. Okay, if I turn, oh, crap. Can you see that? Here. Before I turn this on, let's get you guys down closer. All right. Let's see here. If I get this down here, if I bring that here. I'll bring that there. Okay. All right. Shoot. And you can see this wire is kind of making it's like turning it, but I don't want to do it without this because, well, you'll see, because the grass goes, I don't want to lose a bunch of grass. Shit. Okay. Here we go. And you can see that. Look at that. It's just jumping up on that thing. So I get it down in here. And we'll just kind of, but you can see it. It's sticking to the wire, it's sticking to all sorts of stuff. Okay, we'll bring it over here. It's like everything's getting charged. All right. Okay, let me put you guys over there so I don't make a complete circuit. And then this is when, let's move that over there. Aha! Okay, there we go. I turned it off. And we've got ourselves some tufts. I could get this better if but actually, got some pretty cool looking tufts. And it's so easy, you know, it's pretty cool. I got a little bit of grass out here on the table, not much. The majority of it is all in the inside here. So yeah, as far as grass tufts go, it's awesome for grass tufts. All right. He's gun shy now, Zap. Yeah, I am gun shy now, Joe. Yeah, I got, I've been zapped pretty good doing this type of stuff. I should be getting used to this, but, dang. Okay, so we did some grass tufts. So I showed you guys how to do that. And then that'll dry in the white Mod Podge. That'll disappear. And then, because it's cool, because it's, comes translucent. And then you end up with that when you're all done. Now, obviously, this is a different color than that one, but you get the idea. But, yeah. As far as this tool goes with that, awesome. Okay? Very cool. So let me go ahead. Let me set this somewhere so it can dry. Actually, you know what? Let's do some more on that one. Okay, I'm not done yet. I'm going to take the grass that's on the bottom here. Okay, so we got all this grass right here. And I'll sprinkle that. And that's got some green. We got different colors going on here. Okay, there we go. So we got that. All right. Yeah, because I can get this better. Okay, so we got the alligator clip on it. And let's not try to zap ourselves. Okay, there's that. Okay, I gotta turn this thing on. Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Off. Okay. I got grass here that's okay. I wonder if that was the issue. Okay. Shit. Okay. Yeah, okay. It didn't shock me. It was just, let's see here. Boy, this grass flying everywhere. I just want to get these tufts a little bit thicker. You can get them thicker. Okay. Good. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, now I gotta turn this damn thing off. Aha! I got an idea. A slot car corner pin. See if this works. Okay, so there we go. Hey, you know what? This is a good way to do it. I'll use my slot corner pin. Yes. Okay. So we got that. And then we'll see where we're at. So there we go. These look a lot better now. A lot more full. Yeah, they're looking just a little small before, but look at that. Stands straight up. Now, the tufts that I was making with like my Static King and stuff, they weren't as vertical as what is happening with this. This thing just charges the hell out of it, and it works really cool. So there's that. Okay, we got grass tufts down. Good. So we'll go ahead and put that over here. Now, let's play with some Seafoam. So I've got my box of Seafoam here. And this is what I've been making trees out of. And I'm kind of down to some, let's see here. I got some Seafoam, okay, from Scenics. I made a big order and I got some Seafoam, and I'm not impressed with the Seafoam. Okay, be honest, not impressed with the Seafoam. This is Seafoam that I got from Scenics Express, and this is like one of the small pieces that I got, right? And you can see how it really has a nice spread to it and everything else, right? Good looking Seafoam. I'll show you what I got from Scenics. I got these, and they're more like spears, right? They don't have, you can see the difference. They don't have the spread. But unfortunately, this is all that I could find that was available right now. For some reason, I think it's out of season. And I think that's what's going on. It's out of season. So I don't know if this is just what they have right now because, you know, it's not in the main season for this stuff. But yeah, I would recommend the Scenics Express Seafoam if you could get it. That's what this is. Another thing is I actually decided that I ordered up seeds. So I'm going to see if I can grow this stuff myself. Down here in Texas, it looks like I can. So that's going to go for that. Because Seafoam isn't exactly cheap. Yeah, they're proud of these little plants. So I think I received a box. I need some tweezers. A box of Seafoam. I think it was what, 30. It's like $35 for the box. Yeah, and that was stuff that I just got. But yeah, it's kind of cool. This stuff is really cool. I'll show you something before I go there. So if you're kind of wondering what the heck Seafoam's for, all right, this is a Seafoam tree right here. So that's using that Seafoam, putting the flocking on it, putting leaves on it, stuff like that. And it turns out really cool. The armature that I used is actually a true wood armature. It's made from juniper. This is cut down here in Texas. And I went out and did a large cutting and was able to get my hands on a whole bunch of this. And I have about 40 acres, it sounds like, of juniper that I can get this stuff. So that's something I am working on. So that's what it looks like when it's done. Here's a tree that I'm hopefully going to be finishing tonight on Zoom with the guys. This one still needs to be sealed with PVA, and then I still need to airbrush the Seafoam and stuff, but it's cool. I mean, Seafoam is really cool stuff. So that's what that looks like. And if you look at the bark of this juniper for the armature, it's phenomenal, man. I mean, you can't duplicate that. You really can't. And it comes right down. You can be really good at your wire trees and all that other stuff, but to get that type of effect, it's impossible to get that type of effect. You know, Mother Nature she beats us all that way. So that's what that guy. That's a big tree. It's a big tree. It's like 20. What is this thing? I think it's like 22 inches tall. So it's a good size 1/32 tree that'll, what is that? I gotta look at my thing. So almost 18, 19 inches is equivalent to like 50 feet. So that being up, it's in the neighborhood of probably like 60 feet, I would guess, in 1/32 scale. But yeah, okay. So back to this little guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my PVA. This is that Mod Podge, watered down Mod Podge. I'm gonna squirt this guy. Before I do that, okay, how furry do I want to make this thing? Let's just use what's in here. There's no reason to add more grass. I got plenty of grass in here. So let me do that. And with the Seafoam tree, you guys are gonna, it's crazy. You're gonna, how fast this happens. It's nuts. I always just kind of like, it makes me giggle. It happens so fast. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and squirt this over here. Let's see. Oh, come on. Trying to get. There we go. Okay. All right. So I got that. So you can see the little droplets of spray glue on there. Okay. And if you don't want it to get like on the stem or anything like that, you would take a brush and just kind of dap the Seafoam with a brush. Okay, so here we go. We got this. We're going to ground it. So we got our alligator clip. Okay, let me do that. Do that. Okay, now slack corner pin. It's going to save my ass. Okay, so we're going to do, okay, I got to get this so you guys can see this. Let's see if I'm like that. Can you see it? Maybe. Here, I'll get you right up there. I'll go like that. Okay. All right. Here, I got my pin. Okay, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna push it. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Go here. All right. This thing's got like a rubber cover on it, so it should. Come on. Oh. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to touch this. You guys quit laughing. I know you're laughing. All right, here we go. Okay, don't touch the top boom. Don't. Okay, I got my. Again, if you're gonna do this, don't put it in a container like this. Okay, here we. Okay, there. And bam. It just jumps right off of that thing. And it's done. And there we go. It's really cool. So you can see even the stem, because look at that. It's all just like furry. But you know, this is really cool. I mean, you can put that into your scenery, and it's just a different type of bush that you're creating, right? So, you know, the old saying, variety is the spice of life, right? So we'll do that. I'm thinking you can make a cactus with this. You really could. Oh, that would be really cool. You could actually make a cactus with this. You bring it up. These would look awesome as the spines on like some of those real piney pear type of cactuses, or, you know, I forget what the big ones that are down in Arizona, you know, Scottsdale, or no, Scottsdale's up north. So it'd be down by Phoenix and Mesa, those big gigantic cactuses. You could actually create a badass looking cactus with this box. You could, because look at that. That would be really cool. That's an idea. I don't have any area on my layout for cactus. But if you're building a desert layout, think of that. Cactuses. Okay. So, yeah, so there's that. Now, so that's just, let's stick this up here. Now, what do we got? Let's see here. What else can we put grass on? You know, they say, okay, so a lot of the guys, when they do, where's on the Warhammer and stuff like that, they have their little figures. And one of the things they also do is they put the grass at the base of their figures, right? So that's another good thing I guess this thing works for. I don't really want to put grass in my figures. If anything, I like to chop the bases off so I can glue the figures right into the scenery so they look more realistic. But if you wanted to keep the bases on and you wanted to put a figure out into your layout, so if you had a field of grass and you wanted to put your figure out there, you could actually take the same grass and put it on the bottom of your figure so he would blend in better. So that's another thing you could do with this bad boy. So there's that idea. I'm gonna go find, let's see here. Now, before I do that, I've got there's stuff there. I wonder. I've got, this is an old piece of the original layout. Oh, here. This actually has a grass tuft. That was done. Let me pull that off. Done with the static grass applicator. Okay, it's kind of a white style. I was kind of playing around. This one I did a long time ago, but you see how it doesn't look great, man. It's all kind of flat. There's only a few strands that are sticking up. Compare that to that. Night and day difference. So, yes, awesome for grass tufts. I'm grabbing some moss. Let's try some moss. I've never tried this. I haven't seen anybody do it. So let's do it. So I've got some moss. This is actual moss here. Okay, so we got that. What else? Be right back. I got some stuff over here. Okay, what we got here? Got different mosses. What else do I got? Okay. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff off the table. All right, let me get my heater pointed at me. It's cold down here in Texas. I'm complaining. You know, it's funny. I'm originally from Washington. I spent my life up there, everything else. A lot colder climate than it is down here. I spent 3 years down here, and I'm complaining when it's in the upper 40s. It's cold. Oh my God. Okay. So let's see here. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work, if it's going to look cool or whatever. But I've got some moss, different cup of moss here. Let's try that. I've got this stuff. There's another style of moss. And let's see here. I've got some store-bought stuff too. This stuff. I got different colors. Let's see here. All right. So I got some of this. Okay. Let me tear off some of this. So we got 3 different types of mosses to play with. So what the heck? Let's give this a whirl. Let's see what happens when we put grass on this stuff. Haven't seen anybody do this yet, so we got to do it. No one else has done it. We got to do it. Got to at least try it, right? So throw this on. I'm doing pretty good. I haven't shocked myself once yet. I kind of got a little bit of gun shy off that first one, but what it was all the grass was actually hitting my hand, and I was like, whoa, it kind of startled me for a second, thinking I was getting zapped again. But let's see here. We got, okay, so I'm going to have to, boy, this guy's on its last leg. We can make it work, right? Okay, so let's see here. Instead of squirting it with, instead of squirting it, I'm going to brush Mod Podge on it, I think. Might be able to control. My brush is kind of, I don't know, it's still got life to it. All right. Okay, so we got this. That's the base of it. So we'll clip it there. So I got it clipped. Now, let's try this. We'll just put some Mod Podge on it. Yeah, this is, you guys are taking part in some of my mad scientist stuff. What the heck? Some of the stuff that I do, I just sit around and start playing with different things, seeing if it works, you know. Gotta try it. Think outside the box, right? So we're gonna try this. We're gonna take this. So we got some pretty good glue going on there. I think that's gluey enough. All right. And now we're gonna we're not gonna shock ourselves, are we, Boone? Okay. All right. Let me get down here. I want. Oh, okay. Hang on. I got to turn that off. All right. There we go. People calling me, trying to do live stream. Okay. Okay. Don't shock yourself. Don't shock yourself. All right. There we go. Hey, look at that. It's going to it. Well, that thing looks. What the heck? You know what this looks like? Okay. Pay attention. Boom. That's cool. That's a different look there. Look at this. Whoops. Yeah, that's a different look there as I sit there and crunch it. Okay, let me get this off. Granted, there's some long, 6 mil on that, but it looks like crud. What is that stuff called? I see it at the beach. Can't remember what that's called, but it's kind of it's almost like a sage type of look, but that actually looks pretty cool. And I bet, okay, again, you guys are along for the ride. I need scissors. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see here. Let me grab that. Okay. Every once in a while, my wife, she'll throw away some dried flowers so I can rate. And this is, you've never seen this stuff, right? Comes in, it almost looks like pumice grass, you know, at the tops, the plumes, you know. Show you. Okay, I'll show you, right? That doesn't do it justice. Let me show you. Okay, so it's look at the mess, you guys, but it's in the corner. It's that stuff, those guys, right? So I just trimmed off a little bit of it. That, okay? So we've got this. This has still got Mosh Posh going on. Whoops, there goes that brush. So if we trim some of these off, this might turn out kind of cool. It might turn out cool. It might not, but it's only one way to find out. So trim that. Where's my... Okay, so we got this. This. Take that. There's glue that's down in there. So if we stick, yeah, this will work. Don't drop it. Okay. Yeah. Making some weird stuff. Put that in there, and it's kind of cool. It's just going right down into it too. So take that, put it down in there, and pull that one off. But that's kind of cool. A little bit of height to it, you know. So yeah, kind of a cool new shrub. A mystery shrub. I like it. Okay, so there's that one. All right, this stuff. Everybody knows what this stuff. Lichen, whatever they call that. You know, I have a hard time pronouncing. It's called just moss on that, but okay, here we go. So here's this. We're going to zap it, but again, I'm going to put, I wonder. Okay, so if I could put it like this and then put, okay, so we did that one laid down. Let's see if we can't do this one upright. So I'll just dap on this. Like so. Granted, I've got long grass on here, right? I got 6 mil. It's probably look better with 2 mil. I should probably put some 2 mil on it. I know the grass is going to go to it, but you know, on the way this 6 mil's going, I bet you could even go up higher. But I don't have anything big. I wish I had like what is it? 12 mil? I think they have 12 mil static grass. Yeah, they do. I bet that thing could throw 12 mil. Bet it could. Okay, so there's, stay there, brush. All right, so we got that. Let's clip it. It's kind of floppy, isn't it? All right. And it won't stay put. Come on, where am I gonna stay? All right. It's not staying. Okay, come on, stay. Let me get some where's my graph? Okay, let's move. Oh, there goes that brush. All right, so move that. Grab my brush. There's my brush. Put this here, that there. Let's grab 2 mil, and that's a light green. So let's go with something. Okay, that's 4 mil, 6 mil. Ooh, I just thought of something too. 2, 4. Okay, that's 2. What's this? 6, 4. I'm trying. 4, 6. I thought there was a darker. Okay, I'm grabbing something else. I just thought of this while I was doing that. Where is it? There it is. Woodland Scenic stuff. Haven't used that in quite a while. So let's pull this off. And what this is the static flock. It's really small stuff. I'm trying to see what the doesn't even really say what the millage is on this. Fiber size. Okay, 1 mil to 3 mil. So 1 mil to 3 mil. It's pretty small stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Whoop. Let's try some of that. This might work. I have a funny feeling this stuff's going to go flying. Boy, that's small. Okay. All right. So we got that. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, we've got, we still got glue on? Here, let me hit the top, this thing. Whoa. Okay, come on, stay. Stay. Okay, there we go. It doesn't want to stay. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. It moves. Doesn't cooperate. Okay, here we go. Got that. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a fish out of water. Okay, so, all right. Do this without shocking myself. Let's try it. Okay. Don't arc. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. Look at that stuff, man. Just traveling. Oh, wow, that thing like just sucked it all up. Okay. Is it off? I think it's off. Okay, yep, it's off. How'd this turn out? I don't know. That didn't turn out as well as I thought it was going to. The fibers look cool because they're so small, but it didn't. It looks like it's got a growth. Still, it still looks better than just a chunk of that moss, though. Especially on that. It's kind of, looks all right. It might be the color, too. I don't know. This is the type of stuff that, you just sit there and trial and error. Okay, so we'll throw that over here. What we got? This stuff. Right. We're gonna try some of this. This is kind of like Scottish moss. Throw that there. Spread this out. Like so. I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm not gonna use. Not gonna use this stuff. Woodland Scenics. Nah. Okay, we'll go back to using our grass that's in here. I'm starting to get other debris in here now too. Little chunks of different stuff. Okay, so there's that. Here's okay. I can do that. Let's see here. Cool thing about this, I can get the glue down inside of it, spread it apart, kind of tease it. See what happens here. Cool idea. See if my idea works. That other idea, that didn't work as good as I thought it was going to turn out. Cooler than that. It didn't turn out cool. Maybe it looks good on camera, but I don't know. Compared to the other stuff that I've been able to make, nah, that didn't turn out as cool. This type of moss has more structure to it. You can see it's not flopping back and forth. Okay, so there we got. I think I got. Let's see here. Let's spread this out. Okay, here we go. All right, we'll give. Don't shock. Okay. All right, here we go. It's jumping. Looks like some alien craft sucking up things off Earth. All right. Boy, that thing is just charged. Okay. Get here. Okay, now turn this off without zap. Okay. Yeah, that's cool looking. Has some good color to it. There. That's really pretty cool. Cool effect. You can see the moss on the inside. The moss on the inside looks like the branches and stuff of like inside of a bush. Some type of, almost looks like a yucca in a way. That's cool. All right. So there, we've got a couple moss bushes, evergreen, spiny things. They look good for Martians, Martian scene, right? It'll still look cool. I like it. Okay, so there's that. All right, now there is a tree, and I gotta remember where I put it. There it is. This is a tree that I built quite a while ago. It's pretty small. It's one of those evergreen trees I did with the foam flock. Let's see, let me move this. I got to get up on the table. You guys notice I'm moving stuff. I think, yeah, I can't reach that tree from over there. Okay, move that there. All right. I might try one. This is that stuff that I put into that one piece of moss. I bet we could put grass on that too. Okay, so let me go this way. All right. That seafoam. Where is that tree? There it is. I don't want to do that. Yeah, what the heck? We'll do that tree. This tree is in need of help anyway. Tore it out of the. Okay. And it's a little evergreen tree. All right, I'm back. So it's this guy, right? So this is one of those. This is one of the coconut bark foam trees that I made. And this, like I said, this guy, he's seen better days. The trip down to Texas was hard on this guy. But let's see if we can't bring him back to life with this machine. Let's give it a whirl, right? So it's still, this side's a little bit flat because he was amongst other trees stuck in there. So kind of got a little bit of a flat side to him. But let's see how it works. And this will be a little bit better. Turns out cool. I'll grab even a bigger. Let's see. Let's just, yeah. Where my glasses at? Oh, there they are. Okay, so we got this. Let's see here. It's kind of longer grass. Let's go with a. All right, I'm back. Technical difficulty. I don't know if I hit the phone or what, you guys. I'm sorry. But, all right. I'm back. Okay, let's see here. What is... Whoops. Let's see. Are we still... Play here. Oh, so it went up there. All right. Are we back? I think we're back. I might have hit something. I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this 2 mil summer on this thing. So let's see here. Let's see what happens. Is this still, it looks like it's still going. Okay. It's kind of a brighter green too, so we'll be able to see this stuff on there. Okay, so here's that. Get this all on there like so. Let's see here. Oh. All right, so we got this. Come on, there's that. Let me get some of this out of the way. Let's get this over here. Up, out of my way. All right, so that's there. There's that. Best way to do this. Okay, I'm gonna spray this. So I'm gonna use my spray PDA. So let me go ahead and hit this. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. I sprayed it. Okay, it's all sprayed. All right, put that there. Okay, now. Okay, yeah, this tree even is before I even used real sticks. This was built out of dowling. Yeah, so this is like really early. Okay, so we got that. I got it sprayed. So let's see here. We're gonna just start doing something more our scale, right? Just don't shock myself. Okay. Come on. Oh, crap. Come on. There we go. Dang, that thing like soaked it up. Holy cow. That was fast. Okay. So how'd this... That's looking pretty crazy. Okay, let's... Whoop. Lost a piece of foam. All right. So there's that. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's do some more. Yeah. So let's do some more. Maybe I won't put so much on it. Whoops, don't drop it, you nimwit. All right, there we go. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna have to get more static grass. I start having too much fun with this thing. Okay, so let's give this another whirl. Don't get zapped. And let's throw some of the other stuff on there too. What the heck? Start getting careless. It's gonna bite me. Whoa! Dear, yeah. Crap. Don't turn it off. Okay. I'm tingling. Ah! Shit! Okay. That's actually looking kind of cool. I hit some more. Let's get this backside done. So can you do bigger stuff? Absolutely. It's working with bigger stuff. I kind of understand now why the plate's a little bit small. because you would have so much material going down on the plate at one time. All right, so I got to get this back side. Okay, let's not turn it on yet, Boone. Grab. Throw on. And my hands are flipping, tingling from that. Okay, so there's that. Let's hit. Okay, I gotta turn this thing on. All right. Is there? Okay. Okay, okay, turn it on, Okay, there. There we go. We'll go over this way. Get some of that. This stuff is jumping up. I'm probably about 5 inches off the plate, and it's crazy. Flipping crazy. Okay. So what we got here? So you guys remember what it looked like before, right? So that's what it looks like now. That's actually pretty cool looking. Granted, with the bigger foam flock, it kind of contrasts. You'd have to do it a little bit differently to get the right look. But as far as experimenting with a bigger piece, you know, getting grass on that, it works. It's definitely working. You know, you might, because when I make these, I take the coconut mat and slice it through and put it on. If you did the coconut mat in such a way, you wouldn't have to put the foam on there, the flock. You might be able to just grass it. It might turn out pretty cool. Okay, so there's that. Now over there, something else I want to grab. I have a piece of Seafoam that has it's like that. It's, you know, it's like that tree there as far as how I flocked it. Well, what happens if you have a piece of Seafoam that's all flocked and we hit it with grass? What does it look like? I don't know. Let's find out. So there's that. You know, if you guys remember back in the day, I haven't had these for a long time, but like back in the 60s and 70s, they had these cars called Velva cars. You better remember what Velva cars were, where they would take like a car and they would actually spray velvet over the whole entire thing. You know, it'd be like purple or blue or something like that. It was real gaudy. You could make a Velva slot car with this. You could actually put static grass on a slot car body. You could do it. I know you could. All right, so let's see here. Where? Is that thing dangling? Okay. All right, so there's that. Let me. Okay. This one will work. Okay, so did I turn you guys off? Nope, you're still there. Okay, so here's a piece of Seafoam that has flocking on it, right? So this was off a tree I did a while ago. It's just branch that fell off. Actually, this is the tree that I've been stealing pieces off of. Let's yeah, this is part of that. But you put this down into, you know, your scenery. Looks pretty cool, right? Pretty cool looking bush. Let's hit it. Let's see what happens. Oh, look, some of the foam came off. Okay. Yeah, I'm jumping. All right. There's some of the foam of the tree that came off. Kind of weird. Throw that away. Okay, so we got that. There's this. Let's throw, let's throw some of this, more of this 2 mil on this thing. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna squirt it. Yep, I'm gonna squirt it. Okay. That work? Okay, there. All right. So I squirted it with Mod Podge, that the sprayable, watered down. So we got that. Got all my Mod Podge on it. Quite a bit of grass here. Let's just throw some more up on the plate. Spread it out. I'm gonna turn this thing on. I'm not shocking myself. Don't shock yourself. There we go. So go like that. Stuff just flies. Really cool. Okay, so now turn it off, turn it off. There we go. Oh, that's cool. So there we go. It just added more texture to it. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me grab something comparable. So we got this little guy, right? Which was just straight Seafoam. Stuff dropping. That's one of that. That's that old tough. Let me pull this. Get that out of here. All right. There we go. There's that. So there. So that's that one with just Seafoam in the grass. This one has the flocking down and the grass over the top. So pretty cool. Definitely a cool toy to play with. You know, add more texture to your plants and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I like that. All right. So we did that. We played. We did the tree. Made some tufts. How are our tufts doing? Actually, they're already dried up. So this turned out pretty cool. So now you can see that majority of the Mod Podge is dry, but you can really see how those stand up. So this thing, as far as making tufts, pretty awesome. Making some of the other stuff, cool. Some of the, you know, it's just a matter of trial and error. I mean, let's get this thing out of here. We've been at this now for, I don't know, a little while, right? So we got, let's see here. I grab this has got a bunch of different crap on it. So we got that, got that. But yeah, so the only one that I can say that doesn't look the best is this. That's just, yeah. Yeah. Not really. Nah. Not a fan of this one. This actually looks pretty cool. If you set that, let's see here. If we set this stuff up. You know, looks pretty damn cool. There's that one piece of moss with it. There's that other one with the plumes in it. We got those. This guy, if you know, set that type of thing down, make maybe a type of bushy tree or a little thing. And there's that. There's that. So no, pretty cool. The box itself is, it's a little spendy. What it was like 60 something, 72, I believe, somewhere in there. I'd have to look at my receipt but it's, yeah, it's cool. And then, just the tufts you're able to make with it. So yeah, not a bad toy. So there you go. We kind of played around with something, pushed the limits with a few different things and experimented with it. But no, definitely, I'm glad I got it. It just add that much more neat stuff to the arsenal, right? So let me go ahead and switch this around. Come on, there we go. Haha, I'm back. All right, I've got tangled up wires. So yeah, there we go. So I only zapped myself once. Came real close the second time, but only once. So, and it wasn't like a continuous zap. That one that I did, I just kept on zapping. So, but the big thing behind that is don't put it in tub like I have. I gotta find. I think if I went to like Walmart or something like that and got one of those bigger, real thin totes, they have those little totes. I think they're only like, I don't know, maybe 5 inches deep. I think they are, but they're wide and stuff like that. That's what would work ideal for it, because even with the tote that I have, it's getting, let's see here. You can see it down here. There's some grass out here on the table that actually flew out of it. It's kicking that much grass up into the air that I actually lost some on the outside. Not a whole bunch, but a little. So in order to alleviate that would be to actually get one of those bigger skinny totes, so you can actually reach in and turn it off and have room to work with. But it's even got grass on my tablet. I got a happy tablet with grass. So there we go. Let's see here. I don't know. I can't see your gut. There we go. We're back, I think. All right. So Chris, my board has paper. So yeah, there we go. So we're able to play with that. Didn't get up on the layout today, but at least we got, we played with static grass, right? Showed you guys something new toy. So I've got up on the layout. I haven't done anything since the last live stream that we did. We were up there working on the target corner. So I got some grass tufts now. That was one of the things I wanted to do, is There's some tufts that I want to put up in certain areas. But I'm thinking, stare at a lot. My brain's jumping around, you guys. I'm sorry. That corner that goes up above the targa up there, I've got to make sure that that area is solid, right? So I went in, I fastened down the track and everything else so it wouldn't come out. I'm gonna go ahead and put copper, just the copper tape on the rails, and I picked up some of this, so I'm actually gonna lay that up there too. We could do that on a live stream. I know people are interested in putting copper on your rails. Well, let's do it together, right? So we got that. I got to put some grass tufts in some certain areas. Once the grass tufts are in those certain areas, we're pretty much done with up above and stuff like that. Next thing to do is to actually start working on that long building and put that in. So you kind of know the direction we're going on the next live stream. We'll go ahead and install some copper tape on the track. We'll do that together. I'm gonna put some grass tufts in there. Having fun building grass tufts. Got to throw those in there, and then I'll start playing around with that other building, and that's where I'm taking those buildings that are off to the side, plus the building that I built out of polystyrene, and it's all going to be built together as one building. So we're taking 3 buildings plus another build, so the 4 buildings all built together as one piece, so it can be all set in there at one time. So yeah, I think that's kind of that's the next step, more or less. So we'll go ahead and do that. Once that's in, then I can finish off the backside of that. Yeah, because there's the more I look at this corner, the more I'm going, damn, there's a lot to do. But yeah, so that's what we'll do. So we got to play together today. That was cool. And yeah, we'll do that. So otherwise, you guys, thanks for coming out and hanging out and watching me zap myself. That was fun. So yeah, and it, like I said, that well, you guys saw the box. It works cool for certain things. It worked really cool, and I'm sure there's other things you can throw at it. Anything like taking a slot car body. I'm sure you could take you could put grass on a slot car body if you wanted to. I know you could. So if you're one of those club guys, maybe in your club racing, just think you could actually take your slot car and put static grass on it. It would stand out, right? Big old furry thing going around like that. Look like a damn chia pet on crack. But yeah. So we'll go ahead and do that. And otherwise, thank you for everybody that showed up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up. Share it with others. If you haven't been to my store, the www.boonslotcargarage store, go over there and check it out. I got t-shirts. I got mugs. There's all sorts of stuff. Hats. It's funny. This is just kind of a short little blip, and then I promise I will shut up. With Patreon group and stuff like that, all the guys have gone out and got the Boone Slot Car Garage hat, and it's really cool. It's embroidered and everything else. It's really nice, and I haven't got a hat yet. I need to get a hat. Everybody else has a hat. I don't have a hat. So, all right. So thank you for all you guys that came out and hung out, and we'll do this again next week. Try to get one out on Tuesday. If it doesn't happen on Tuesday, obviously we're doing this on Wednesday. So I believe the forecast next week doesn't look great. So that's a good thing, because then Mama's not dragging me outside doing stuff with horses and that type of stuff. I can be in my abode. All right. So thanks, guys, and I'll see y'all later. All right. Bye. Okay, now I gotta turn this thing off. All right. So we got a button. Yeah, okay. Bye.